So here's a really, really bad lawnmower. This is, I don't even know. This is a Pulsar branded lawnmower, which I've seen these before. I've actually had one where the deck on it was so cheap it actually rusted through. I think that particular machine was a bit older than this, but it had the same engine on it, which this is practically the Chinese Predator platform, or at least a form of it. I have an engine that's somewhat similar to this under the Powermore name. And the only thing I can really see that's similar is the gas cap. The carburetor on this is kind of set up like a Subaru. And the overall, how the brake cable is set up on it, it's like a Briggs & Stratton. It's really weird. The wheels on it, they have ball bearings, which is nice. But the tread, this is just so chintzy. These wheels just feel so bad, but this is what they call tread. It can't even like retread them. These wheels are shit. It's a lot like the Power Smart push mowers in terms of their wheels. This plastic side damper, this isn't made out of rubber. This is really thin, flimsy plastic. Same with the back guard. There isn't even a mulch plug, so all the grass that gets mowed, this is about 2-year-old grass because this thing's been broken for about 2 years. Really flimsy. It's so bad. It's so awful. The handle on it, it's really thin. It's just kind of, I don't know, give you a cushion grip, I guess. The whole thing just shakes. It has the one single location height adjustment where you can adjust all the wheels with one lever. But on the front, you can see how bendy the rod is. And the engine recoil is what failed on this, only after 6 uses. This whole entire piece just cracked. It just cracked. That's broken. There's the spring. Only one of these is remaining. I don't know where the other one is, but this is the thing that grabs out and grabs onto the flywheel. This is just kind of bent. I can show where it is. Kind of see. A piece of junk. Really flimsy metal. This whole entire area on this is plastic. Even the Predator engines I've worked with, these are plastic, but yet they don't break like this. This is really flimsy plastic too. Like this just, it's really bad. It's really freaking bad. I don't know how the carburetor is on this because I can't get this thing to start. Oh, notice the deck, it's kind of angled down more in the front, probably because of this crappy one-piece height adjustment system, which I have nothing against the one-piece height adjustment. It's a good system, but it's so cheaply made on this. I would take a Power Smart over this, or even one of the little basic MTDs that you can't even adjust the wheels on that have the shitty Briggs on them. And I'll probably still take the Power Smart because it actually has a better engine on it. I can't say I've ever seen one of these Chinese clone engines like this before, so it's a bit weird. Let's get the camera on a tripod. Because this thing is broken, I don't have a recoil that fits it here. We're going to start it the old-fashioned way. I ripped the cord out of it. We're just going to do a pull start where we wrap it around the flywheel assembly. It's probably really dangerous, but it used to be like this, like back in the 60s and 50s with lawnmowers. So I tried to get this started a few times, and it would run and surge and then just die out and puff out a lot of blue smoke. So we pressed it 5 times, even though it says to do 3. I think there's some old shitty gas in the carburetor still, which is most likely the case if I can get this cord around it. We're just going to start wrapping this around like this, because that's what I'm going to do now, because this thing is shit. And even the little grips on the inside that are supposed to like engage onto the flywheel piece, they just look so bad. closer look at this issue.
Hold it.
I got it, I think. Let's try this again and
Okay.
see if this thing surges. Well, pulls over. Might have to press prime. Yeah, I'm so happy they made recoil starters. This is horrible. Just imagine doing this every time you wanted to start your lawnmower. about it is horrible. Oh, here's this thing again. I guess it did good. The blade's still sharp on it. I don't think it has many hours on it. The oil on it still looks really clean.
Yeah, she said yeah.
And my soda got here. The design flaw, I think I mentioned this earlier in the video. There's no mulch plug, so all the grass just shoots out the back right here. And eventually it'll make its own mulch plug, but now you have to deal with this mess every freaking time you're done mowing. No one wants to deal with that. I know I wouldn't. Oh, I've dealt with nugget mowers my whole life, so I've dealt with it. How thin the handle is. That is just a whole new level of horrible. Like, it was idling so low, it was leaving stragglers, like these weeds here, which I will admit, these are kind of hard to mow. But some of the other parts, it's just, yeah. Which, normally mulching, there's going to be stragglers, but just something looks bad about the cut quality on this mower. Maybe I should mow a nice thick yard with this and see what happens, but this is just a whole new level of garbage.
The nicest thing about it is probably the ball bearings and the wheels. That's about it.
The wheels themselves, besides that, are just
sad.
They're abysmal. There's no traction at all. Just look at this. I'm just drifting the lawnmower.
Took those wheels off of one of those little Power Wheel cars where they're just hollow plastic.
These look like the wheels that are off of, like, where those like carts that grandmas push around at the fair or whatever. That's what these remind me of. Or a stroller or something. It's just...
Or a cheap stroller.
It's awful. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen stuff like this on a stroller. It's like kids' toy build quality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Power
just...
wheels.
Yeah.
If that.
That's kind of... Yeah, you are right. They are like Power Wheels. So, if you have one of these, I would be ashamed of owning it. Because it's just garbage. It doesn't even push straight. Yeah, doesn't even push straight. We're back about a month later with this Pulsar / Power Dumb push mower. I did try to get a recoil to fit on here, but I failed. I took a recoil set off of a Honda. That's where this cup went. I had to try to raise it up, which still didn't work. I can't get the recoil from that Honda to fit. So, it's still recoilless, and now I have the thing from the Honda, which is actually harder to put the string around to get it started. And I decided to mow my yard since it needs mowed, and this is the only mower I had outside. This was, first off, a pain in the ass to get going. And after that, this thing cuts really, really bad. It is a mulching mower. I'm going to take it that it either doesn't have enough power, or it doesn't have a high lift blade. It leaves these little windrows of grass here along the side after it finishes cutting it. And this is the proper height to cut this grass at, which is about 3 inches, maybe 2.5, 2.75. And you can see here another look where it just leaves these windrows here while it's mulching, which that's typically a sign of a mower that has the wrong size blade on it. This mower is factory. Also, we have just some uncut grass here. Just kind of pushes it over. So the cut quality on this mower is just really bad, and you can kind of see here. Just a really bad mower. Not to mention the engine still runs like crap. It is still surging. It sounds awful. It still has that little like pop noise that these Chinese Predator engines make, which sounds nice. This back panel here, I think I did mention this a while ago. I forgot what I mentioned in the first video. But once again, because there is no plug here, all this grass just comes out the back. At least this is metal, very thin metal, but yeah. So I'm going to attempt to get this started up and film some more mowing. We're going going to start this mower wearing my OSHA approved shoes and see if it starts up again. Warm start. Failure. I'll show you how we do it this time after this gets untangled. And because there is no lip here, the cord just kind of just flings off like that. And I also refuse to tie a knot in the end too, just in case they get stuck in one of these. So it's all just a friction pull type thing. So I'll make sure this is a bit more steeper. Pull down on the bail bar. Failure again. Prime it a bit, just in case. And camera person, how many times did we try to start this originally, if you kept track, because I lost track?
It was 5. It originally started on the first pull, but we ran into some technical difficulties.
Yeah, had carburetor issues.
Yes. The Surge-O-Matic.
Yeah, it just surged to death. And see, maybe this thing won't start warm, or maybe it's just this sit up here, it's just really, really bad. That would have been a good enough pull to get it started.
Yeah. I think my first gen Quantum would start on a pull like that.
Yeah. Fork.
What is this, 5th try, I think? Third. Okay.
Watch where you put your foot, because I don't want it to slip and cut your foot off.
Yeah, sure.
Dang.
And of course I fat fingered and got my finger on video.
I do that too.
Try keeping the cord like around here, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
If I put it too down, like too far down, it'll
want to hold the
fall
camera and me give it a pull?
Oh, well, I'll try it once more.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
Prime the heck out of it then. Then the carburetor might be flooded. No. Okay, this thing's a piece of junk. Well, maybe we should try to
give it a try.
Yeah.
Here, you can take the camera. I'll see what I can do here.
I don't know how long we were.
Just keep my face off camera.
You want to remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Clockwise.
It's counterclockwise, not clockwise. Actually, no, it is clockwise. Yeah. What am I thinking?
Counterclockwise would be that way.
And that engine, I thought for a second the engine was the sirens. Like, we have another tornado warning. How many of them have we had this week anyway?
Okay, here. Let's see here. Come on. Here. You move to the other side.
You've done this so many times, the end of the rope has started to fray.
Yes, it has. Okay. Spin her around. Ah, come on. That was a good pull too.
That would have started it.
Yeah. It's full. It's
Yeah, there's enough gas in
That's
there to get
definitely
it
enough
going.
gas to run.
I know sometimes mowers can be stupid, and then when you turn them off, well, they're hot. When they still have gas in the tank, they won't restart. Hold the camera.
There we go, it's surging again.
It's like how it was running before.
Yep. Hopefully that comes through.
Yeah.
worse it gets.
Yeah.
And yeah, that couldn't be more true. It's sounding worse and worse. Yeah, it's probably just eventually gonna stall.
It does a lot better in the shorter grass.
Yeah, it was really stalling out front. Or almost stalled out, I should say. That's right in its path.
I'm not going to go slow because I'm just going to give it the beans. If you just move into the guys.
Okay. Well, off we go then. Almost went there.
Oh, I successfully mowed the thick part of my yard. I don't think it's going to stall on the strip. So, and there might be another video of this thing in the future, trying to stall it off, mowing extremely tall, overgrown grass, which I guarantee it will stall in that. It'll probably stall in a matter of 5 seconds. I will say, I think the warmer the engine got, the better it performed.
Went from bad to worse to a bit better.
I guess so. It did stripe, so I am impressed with that. It doesn't like tall, thick grass. Who knows if we're going to be seeing more of this. But thank you very much for watching and keep the breeze.